minutes. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Alexander Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's George. And it's McCollum at the point. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Miller. 4-3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Here's Coulibaly. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards. Came out with a victory.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets. Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, B.A., with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
And it's all from three-point range.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And here's Miller. 14 points his last outing. The kick out to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Counted from distance.
You can't give Ball any daylight out on the perimeter.
Outside Coulibaly. Sarr with a screen on Miller. Back to Coulibaly. Washington needs to get off a shot. Here's Sarr, and the basket is good.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Miller outside. Ball outside. From deep. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Outside Coulibaly. Sarr with a screen on Miller. Here's Coulibaly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low. Out to McCollum. Puts up a 3. Fires in the triple. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
And good response from McCollum. A shot like this just demonstrates leadership.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Grant, this is the third season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Bridges, and Sexton subbed in for Miller. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Outside Coulibaly. Middleton outside. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Green comes in for Ball. And then for Washington, Bagley's checked in for Middleton. And it's Carrington in for Coulibaly. .110 left in the opening quarter. Carrington no good. Charlotte has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Bridges outside. Shoots over Sarr. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. 2 on the clock. Washington again can't hit. Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Diabate. Now here's Bridges. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And here's Green from the arc. Here's Diabate. He knocks it down. Wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And indeed,
the previous play is under review.
And I couldn't tell exactly what happened. And apparently, I guess the refs didn't get a clear look at it either. They have to get it right because this is a big moment in the game.
And you know what? We're watching exactly what the officials are seeing from the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Charlotte on top, up 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court right now for the Wizards. They've got Whitmore, Carlton Carrington out there with Johnson. Then it's Marvin Bagley, and it's Kispert in at the small forward position. One free throw good from Sexton. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Champagnie, he's checked in for Whitmore. right, both free throws good from Sexton. And for offensive players, they say that understanding angles gives a big advantage. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, Clark?
I think I can, B.A., a little bit. When you think about the geometry of the game, angles, spacing, timing, those things are not what you would think about when you think geometry, but how you cut, how you move, when you move, get to the basket, all of that stuff is part of the geometry of the game.
Now here's Sexton. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. On target from range.
I think he epitomizes the modern-day stretch four. Miles Bridges can hurt you from deep in addition to getting to the rack.
Kispert outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Kispert. And here's Carrington. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Sexton. They get the rebound. Wizards trail by 10. Outside Carrington. Here's Johnson. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Johnson's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
We have a fan set.
For Charlotte, Knipple comes in for Green, and Miller subbed in for James. And then for Washington, Middleton is checked in for Kispert. Coulibaly comes in for Champagnie, and it's McCollum in for Johnson. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. B.A.?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a two-time champion as an assistant, Clark.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021. Then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024. And that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
Now here's Bridges. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Carrington. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Knipple. Rebound, Washington.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Back to Coulibaly. Now McCollum. Washington moving the ball around. Sexton against Bagley. Sexton grabs the board. Charlotte leading by 10. Bridges with room to shoot. And that one comes up a bit short.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Smart pass by C.J. McCollum. I mean, he's got an eye for dropping dimes.
Now here's Miller. Still no points. Three-pointer. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Washington making some changes. Sarr's checked in for Bagley, and it's George in for Carrington. There's a minute 12 left in the first half of this game. Outside Coulibaly. George finds Coulibaly. Middleton outside, takes a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Bridges outside, the 3, and Charlotte another 3.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
43 seconds left in the second. Outside Coulibaly. McCollum with the screen on Miller. Middleton outside, unloads, and the jumper from the wing offline. Charlotte leading by 10. Pass the ball, fires from deep. The rebound by the Wizards. Middleton's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's McCollum. From outside the arc, and again it's Washington with a 3. There's 6 seconds left to play in the first half. A deep 3 from Ball, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer, and that'll do it for the first half of play. It's the Hornets. They're up 7, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Charlotte Hornets.
The defensive effort has been the difference. They're determined, they're creating tough shots. Their intensity level hasn't been matched by their opponent.
Can't score, can't win. Simple, Dr. O'Neill.
I would agree, Professor Ernie Johnson.
And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. Out in Boston, it'll be the Celtics against the Pacers. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be close.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, C.J. McCollum. He's getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Charlotte leading by 7. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. Ball against McCollum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. And he's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure. You know, you come up with a list of all of the creative players in the league, and, you know, you've got to have LaMelo Ball on that list somewhere near the top. You know, he gives you head-turning passes at least a couple of times a game.
That one's no good. The Wizards trail by 8. Here's George, and that one drops for him.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
Now here's Ball. 7 points in the game. In tight, LaMelo.
Never lacking for sizzle in his game. That was a sweet move from Ball right there.
Middleton outside. Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. McCollum's got 11 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And that one's good. Middleton.
I really like the start here. Great aggressiveness, red hot to start this half.
Ball outside. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Washington with a rebound. Left side, Coulibaly. Middleton outside. There's the triple. Knipple with the rebound.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
The kick out to Ball. Nice passing by Charlotte here. From behind the arc. Drills it from deep. Miller's got his second basket.
Good, solid start to the half. Hitting 3 out of 4.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Knipple is a constant threat on the perimeter, Grant.
Yeah, Knipple is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads. Plus, his strong frame allows him to match up with bigger wings.
Let's take a minute for the rookie leaderboard and to look at the top free throw shooters in this rookie class. Second is Knipple.
A skill that works at every level, free throw shooting. And he's been comfortable even under the bright lights of the NBA.
And it's hard to score in this league as a rookie. The charity stripe is one place where you can get some easy points, where nobody's on you. And he's learned to take full advantage of that.
Now here's Sarr. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Pass to McCollum. Over Ball. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is the kind of scoring punch that McCollum can provide. He gets it done at all three levels.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Ball on the take. Here's Knipple. Back to Bridges. And here's Ball. Up and over McCollum. Ball no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Back to Coulibaly. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. McCollum's shot is off. Charlotte leading by 6. Pass to Bridges. And the layup is good off the glass. Bridges has gotten his third basket of the night.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
Now here's McCollum. 13 points in the game. Sarr with a screen on Miller. To the middle. Deflects the pass. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. The Hornets making a switch here. Sexton's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Carrington's checked in. Here's Sexton. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. And it's in there. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Coulibaly. He takes it in, goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Ball with it. He's got 12. Launches a 3. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Back to the game after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime drop in there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for the Wizards, Corey Kispert out there with Johnson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. Hornets leading by 11. Sexton looking around. Miller outside. Pass to Diabate. Off the mark there with a 3. Washington has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Here's McCollum. Johnson on the wing, guarded by Miller. And there it is for him.
Boy, they have finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
The Hornets shooting around 50% in the game so far. For 3, Sexton. Kispert grabs a miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And that one's good. Bagley.
Just a great combo guard. McCollum is capable of being a go-to scorer as well as a terrific distributor.
Now here's Sexton. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Back to Miller. Launches it. Can't get it to drop.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. The results have been outstanding.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
Checked in for Bagley. Chris Middleton comes in for Kispert. And it's George in for Johnson. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. The first one falls. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Charlotte leading by 6. And here's Knipple from the arc. It's rebounded by George. Now Middleton. Bridges pulls it down.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Outside ball. Takes a three. The free ball is down.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's McCollum. Bridges pulls it down. Here's Knipple. George defending. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Washington.
Number 0, Bilal Coulibaly.
The Wizards trail by 9. McCollum drives in.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improving.
At the line for the Wizards, Sarr taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And Sarr drops them both. They've led by as many as 11. Ball taking his time here. The three is off. And so George will bring it up for Washington. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Yes! Using that window!
You watch McCollum and he just oozes confidence.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Ball fires! Oh, the long ball, no good!
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Takes a 13-footer. Oh, no good! Charlotte leading by 5. Bridges. Miller outside. Ball fires. Can't get the three. For Washington, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Now Middleton. 54 seconds left in the fourth. Connects!
Middleton, the kind of player that simply relishes the pressure. He's comfortable taking the big shots.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
The bucket is good!
Ball delivering big time, and that's real leadership right there.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. McCollum against Ball. Ball there for the rebound. And so they foul intentionally.
C.J. McCollum. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Miller. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Oh, no good! And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Washington. They're losing by 8. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Middleton outside. He launches. It's money from deep. Here's Miller. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for your Hornets, Miller. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead.
Yes, sir, with the 3.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
LaMelo Ball.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
And so it's Charlotte winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end.